Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been urged to take some advice from Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the subject of the first episode of their Netflix documentary series, and stop feeling sorry for themselves. Royal commentator Hilary Fordwich also suggested the Duchess of Sussex would do well to steer clear of anger and jealousy, in line with another recommendation by the former US Supreme Court judge who died in 2020. The Sussex's new show, Live to Lead, dropped on the streaming service on New Year's Eve. Inspired by Nelson Mandela, according to the royal couple, it focuses on high-profile figures such as Mandela himself, Bader Ginsburg, and climate change campaigner Greta Thunberg. Mr. Fordwich, a British business development consultant who is based in Washington, D.C., takes a keen interest in the monarchy and regularly appears on US television to discuss royal affairs. She told Expressco UK, "It's one thing for Meghan and Harry to piggyback upon the success and inspiration of others, but to be totally partisan means this series is more propaganda than politically and impartial docu-series. Another pity is that neither Meghan nor Harry took the sound advice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's mother gave her, namely, to stop feeling sorry for yourself." The Sussex's Netflix debut, released earlier last month, aired a number of their grievances against the British media, as well as addressing their fraught relationship with other royals including King Charles III and Prince William. Ms. Fordwich, founder and president of business development consultancy Stelmark, continued, "There are other good nuggets of advice from RBG's mother that certainly Meghan would be far more appealing if she followed, such as anger, jealousy, and remorse don't move you forward, they trap you." Turning her attention to the subject matter, she added, "Regarding this partisan series, which is left-leaning propaganda, perhaps they could have been balanced and more professional in also featuring the very first female justice in the 191-year history of the Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor. She was nominated by President Reagan, who knew that his decision wasn't about Sandra Day O'Connor. It was about women everywhere. It was about a nation that was on its way to bridging a chasm between genders that had divided us for too long." Meghan and Harry made no mention of O'Connor, nor that she was known for remembering that other people matter. Miss Fordwich also suggested the pair should pay attention to Miss Thunberg, subject of episode 2 of Live to Lead, particularly when it came to their use of private jets, as they did when flying from California to New York for last month's Ripple of Hope Awards. She explained, "What Harry and Meghan don't show in this episode is perhaps one of the most concrete things Greta has ever said, namely right prior to the last COP27. COPs are mainly used as an opportunity for leaders and people in power to get attention, using many different kinds of greenwashing. Greta is pointing to this definite deliverable that does indeed come out of each COP, namely the carbon emissions from all the private jets traveling to each COP, shows again that this is a partisan play. If global elites truly cared about Greta's comments, which terrified millions of children and adults worldwide, wouldn't they be meeting, like the rest of us do, via various forms of online video links? By being totally one-sided and partisan, yet again, Meghan and Harry prove their piece is propaganda. Not well-researched, balanced, informative, and inspirational. Want to be brainwashed? There should be a warning for those who are about to watch it." During the course of a trailer to publicize Live to Lead, Harry says this was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived." Meghan added, "It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead."